Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your monthly reading. This is for the month of April. First off, I want to start off by apologizing for the late reading, and then I'll start talking about your messages for this month. So, to start off with, we've got when I was meditating for the sign of air this month, we've got healing as something that you should all focus on. Some of the things I saw was like a orange glowing path, which to me signify something to do with the reproductive organs and some emotional attachment going on right now. But also with the color orange, it reminds me of the sacred chakra, which makes me think that some of you may be having some digestive issues. Overall, what it's asking of me to tell you is to let go of the past, of those emotional attachment that you have from the past, which is a theme that I saw throughout the reading. But it's also telling me that abundance is coming your way quite soon. I also saw and kind of felt like there was a healing going on. And it's just reminding me to tell you that we are going through a massive healing right now. But it's also asking of me to tell you to try and find your inner peace. Like right now you're in that path where you're starting to find your inner peace. And this is kind of what we're gonna delve a bit more into. I also had the feeling while I was meditating as if I was feeling crazy. Like I was losing my mind and I couldn't tell what was reality and what was a dream anymore. But it's asking of us to trust in the universe and just know that you're not the only one going through it. I think that particular scenario as well of feeling like we were going crazy might have had to do with the 444 portal. From what I've been hearing from the community, there were other signs as well who were feeling like that throughout that time. It's quite an intense energy this month. And finally, I saw something breaking off, like a teddy bear, and one of its legs was breaking off, and I could see it stitch by stitch, which was trying to tell me that it's time to let go of that which no longer serves us, and that which used to be a burden to us is going to be gone now. Also, it reminded me to tell you that you are safe, that everything will be alright, and all is well. So now that we've gone through that part, I'm going to read what came out to you from the postcard from Spirit. And this I use as a general to connect even more to the reading. So I'm going to read that now. Dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days. Giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you're reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. Then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. With love. So that's the general message you have, which is all about self-care and kind of pampering yourself for a change. I'm going to go into more details now with these reading, with the cards that I've got, and then I'm going to pull out clarifiers as well. So first, you've got the full moon in Cancer, which is all about heightened emotion, and Cancer is one of the signs that's at home at moon, that in Taurus. And Taurus actually got the same exact general reading as you guys, funny enough. So with the full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. It's talking about a time where emotions might be heightened right now, where situation may be feeling quite tense. but it's asking of you if there's an issue going on, or if there's a situation going on, to look at it from a different perspective, and also to think positive right now, not to sulk, like not to start going down a pessimistic road right now. That was not the time for that. It's asking of you to come from a place of love and patience, and also ask that you have trust in yourself. Let me see if there's anything else more to that. Is there anything else I forgot? Yes. Also, since it is a time of heightened emotions, try to meditate if you can to help calm that down. And the theme of meditation went throughout the whole reading about trying to sit down for a moment, meditate, relax. So, along with that came the waxing crescent moon, which is about having faith in your dreams. This is telling you to trust more in yourself and like not sell yourself short. Okay, you're worth more than you think that you are. This is kind of what I'm getting from here. So right now is the time for you to start creating goals. What is it that you want to do? What's your passion? What do you see yourself doing for the long term? If it pertains to a relationship, this is talking about what relationship is it that you want. Okay, what do you think you're worth? It's also asking of you to meditate, to try to go within for more details on the answer that you're asking right now, and you'll see more clarity. And finally, we have the step out of your comfort zone from the North Node. So with stepping out of your comfort zone, one of the things it talks about is just that, kind of some things that may make you feel uncomfortable within rights, of course, trusting your intuition. Still try to do it, like push yourself a bit more. Try to be more courageous towards your dream because you can reach it. The only thing that's stopping you right now, it's yourself. No, there's no one else, nothing else. So as long as you have faith within yourself, as soon as you stop sulking and like kind of getting attached to those past emotions that have told you in the past, that like those old stories that tell you that you're not good enough, that nothing will come of it. Once you let go of that and you start setting your own goals, once you have more courage, you can reach it. Now, I'm going to put out some cards as the clarifiers, and then after that, I'm going to put out my romance angel cards. Excuse me a moment while I shuffle. I might be quiet. Okay, Gemini. Okay. Yes. So, for your full moon in Cancer, you've got the 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Cups, 8 of Water. Water have to do with emotion. This is about crying over spilled milk, and about like not really moving on. This is also talking about spiritual growth, like feeling kind of more sensitive lately. So you feel like you want to move up. There's a situation here that's really making you feel kind of drained, tired, exhausted, like overload, right? And you feel like you just want to walk away from it, but for some reason you haven't yet. And it feels like maybe you don't feel like you're being valued enough in this situation. Maybe it might be a relationship or a job where you feel like they don't actually value what you're worth, but you haven't gotten the courage to move on from it, to leave it. Okay. Faith in your dreams. Gemini, do you have pros? Have faith in your dreams. Okay. Oh, double 8, guys. And 8 makes me think of infinity, of a cycle almost ending. So there's an emotional cycle that's almost ending. And then with fire, with the 8 of fire, 8 of wand, fire has to do with passion. So there's a cycle ending towards that as well. This is like feeling like things may be moving too fast. But like, yes, it may feel like things are moving too fast, but finally like that slow pace is finally stopping. and you feel like you can finally start getting some work done. So once you set your goals, like if it's, let's say if it's about a partner, try journaling what it is that you're looking for in a partner, right? What are the characteristics that you want? And you can either leave it in the journal, like write a letter to it, you can burn it, whatever you want to do. If it's about a job, write down what it is that you're passionate about. What is it that you can see yourself doing on a daily basis that feels like closest to your highest good? And it may feel like you're being overloaded as well, like too many things are happening too quickly right now, and you don't know which direction to go to. Okay? And finally, let's see what we've got for the North Node. Come on, Gemini. Ooh. You've got the 8 of Wands and you've got the 7 of Wands. So this is feeling like you have to protect something, like you have to defend your own beliefs and your own thoughts as well. Sorry about the light, guys, by the way. But this is also talking about, in this situation, to choose carefully. Like, the way to win a war is not just by one big battle. You know, it takes small steps, and that's how you win it. So it's asking you to see what arguments do you actually have to defend yourself against, and which one can you walk away from and like not give in to. I'm actually going to pull some more cards for you guys. Okay, let's see. For the 8 of Cups, can you please tell me more about it? See? And now you've got the 4 of Cups. That's interesting. You got the 8 and the 4. You got half of it. So this is talking about like not feeling content, feeling quite bored with whatever the situation may be. It might be with a relationship. You feel like you no longer wish to be with this partner, but you don't really know how to end it. Or it could be about a job, feeling like you're stuck in this mediocre job, and you really don't feel value, like you're worth much there. But this is asking of you because it talks about missing an opportunity. While you're there crying over these cups, right? These 3 cups there, there's one big one there that's still waiting for you. So there may be an opportunity that you're missing that's right in front of your eyes. So if it's about a relationship, it could be a partner that's right there that you don't even realize could be a potential partner, excuse me. And if it's about a job, you might be having an opportunity without even noticing. Just think more positively, if it's what I'm hearing. Okay? The 8 of Wands, can you please tell me more about this? Nope. 8 of Wands, can you please tell me a bit more about the 8 of Wands? Where did Gemini get the 8 of Wands? Where did Gemini get the 8 of Wands? Can you please tell me a bit more about it? Oh, okay. So with the 8 of Wands, you've guys got the Chariot and you've got life experience, which I think translates to the Tower. It's number 16. So with the Chariot makes me think of a few things. First, it's the card of Cancer, and you've got your full moon in Cancer. So this might mean that you're actually dealing with the Cancer, whatever this situation may be pertaining to some of you. Remember, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. But to whoever these are, you may be dealing with the Cancer, since we've got the Chariot and we've got the Cancer full moon. And this could be talking about also finally being recognized for something, but also asking to kind of have a bit more self-discipline, especially because with the full moon it's talking about kind of sulking and kind of a woo me mentality, not really realizing what you're worth. And with the 4 and 8 of Cups is also talking about like not really seeing your self-worth, like you're missing something. But the Chariot also makes me think of traveling. So maybe traveling down a different path, or actually physically traveling. I know right now we can't since we're in quarantine when I'm filming this, but like maybe driving or something, I'm not sure. And I also think about how one is black and one is white, representing the yin yang, so balancing yourself out. And with life experience, I think it's the Tower. If any of you know otherwise, do tell me. I forgot which one is number 16. With this one, it talks about life events coming, like big life events, things that's going to change for the better. Um, mhm. There's something big coming your way, good, something that's going to completely change the way you think and what you do. So this might be a new job that really changes your perspective, that kind of really helps you be able to feel more comfortable and that you actually enjoy. This could be a new relationship where you feel more self-worth and you can actually have your self-care and don't have to worry about being someone else. And another thing I'm getting is that these changes will be coming soon. I say like maybe throughout the summer. So I'll leave this. And finally, and this will all come from you setting down your goals, what it is that you want, what it is that you're passionate about. Whoa, that one flew. Excuse me a moment. Gemini. You've got the 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacle. This is talking about learning to find magic in the little things. So, for example, like just listening to the birds sing. That's something I hadn't noticed before. Now I love it. I love going to sleep to the sound of the birds gossiping among each other. Or like knowing the fact that I actually have food. Or for those of us who still have a job, like the fact that we still have a job. You know, it's just like the small things we hadn't noticed before. That's what it's talking about. But it also talks about financial security and knowing that you will be financially okay in the long term. Like don't give into fear that you may not be enough. Don't give into fear that you may lack, because once you start having that lacking mentality, that's what you're going to attract. And it's also talking about happy family life. So with the full moon in Cancer, it was also talking about like checking in with family and like seeing if they're okay and stuff. So this could be about spending more time with your family, or like maybe calling up on your family, making sure they're alright. Maybe you are spending time with your family and kind of creating stronger bonds with each other. Okay. And now I'm going to pull some Romance Angel cards. Oh, pardon. I almost forgot. So with bottom of the deck for our Moonology card, we've got nothing will come of the situation, with the void of course moon. And this is talking about if you're worrying about something, not to worry about it. If it's talking about like a health situation, it's saying that like don't worry so much about it, it's going to be fine. But it also talks about like specific question otherwise. It could be that this is a not yet, so like there might be some things you need to look over before you make your choice. Then you've got with our Angel Tarot cards, love this, you've got the Strength card. This is about forgiving and about having more compassion, and it's also about being courageous. So being able to have the courage to look at your shadow self or the situation in the eyes and come at it from a place of compassion. Okay? Now I'm going to do our romance cards. What message do you have for our Gemini for romance for the month of April? Okay. Holy cow. Okay. Interesting. So we got first separation, and separation can mean a few things. If you're already in a relationship, it could actually mean that there is a divorce, and this could be with a Gemini, Gemini. This could be with a Gemini, or this could be with Cancer as well, or a Taurus. So it could be about a divorce, about like you've been feeling bored with this relationship. You've been feeling like maybe they're not really seeing your worth or your value, like the passion died out, so there might be a divorce. Then the second possibility to this is like you guys are physically separated due to circumstance such as quarantine, or it could be like long distance relationship, so you guys are physically separated from each other. Or it could talk about kind of needing some break right now, some time to breathe and kind of rekindle. Okay, with that I got free yourself. So free yourself, it's all about feeling like you're caged in. So again, if this is about a current relationship, this could be talking about, again, sorry about the light guys, but this could be talking about like feeling like this partner doesn't see your self-worth, and like they're caging you in, like there's just too much right now and you just need a break from it. Or this could be talking about right now both of you having to be separated due to circumstance and kind of feeling caged in with this current situation about not being able to go out so freely. This can also be talking about toxic relationship and like feeling like your partner's far too controlling. And if this is not like romantic at all and you don't have a partner, this could be talking about like giving yourself some more time, both of these, to be more free, more courageous. This is about trying to follow first more like what are you passionate about, like separating yourself from these thoughts that could stop you from this. Because I'll say why right now. I got at the end of it, it is safe for you to love. So since the theme have been about healing, emotional healing, and like feeling like you can't see your worth, this talks about like once you realize how wonderful you are, once you accept that you do have permission to love, like you don't need permission, but once you understand that it's okay for you to love, then that's when it's going to come through, and that's when you're actually going to see like that's when you're going to be able to manifest that partner. And if it's not about that with the other relationship, what I'm just hearing is just knowing of your self-worth, and it's okay for you to love this person. Yeah, it's okay for you to love this person. But if it's one where it feels like you're just bored or you're done with it and like they're caging you in, right? This talks about knowing that it's okay for you to let go of this person. It's okay for you to walk away from it because you're worth so much more than that. It's okay for you to love yourself, okay? It's safe for you. You'll find something better. And then, bottom of the deck, I got finance and career. So it's talking about one of the reasons why you may not be leaving this partner, let's say, could be because maybe they're the breadwinner in the family and you don't know what to do if you were to leave this person, if you were to divorce. Like what are you supposed to do then? How are you supposed to take care of yourself? And if you have children, how are you supposed to take care of your children? But this could also be talking about one of the reasons why you two may be separated if you're in a happy relationship. Might be due to financial reason. Maybe they work from far away, and so do you. Or it could also be due to your fear of like lacking money or of abundance, that you may be blocking yourself from kind of getting this partner, not feeling like it's okay for you to love, or feeling like you're caged in. Let me see. Since there is quite a few of you, I do get different messages, so I'm trying to just like tune into each one of them to try and get as many of you guys. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you right now, Gemini. I hope this reading helped you. And please comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you want a private reading, send me a message through my email. I'll leave all that information down below. Subscribe, please. If you think that anyone else might like this or it could pertain to someone else, please do share it. And thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.